Yeah, as you should.
Apparently there was a rave in here last night, so this is a leftover. And I just thought it was a fun friend to have.
And that's what it's all about, making new friends at conventions.
That's right.
Yeah. Did you just get here today, or were you here yesterday as well?
I got here last night, late last night. So this is it's my first time to Virginia. Do you all live here? Yep. Cool. Yeah, I love going to a new state and a new city and exploring. Yeah. So, but so far, so good.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, obviously, you don't have so much time because obviously you're here at the convention, but is there something specific that you do like to do when you visit a city? Like, do you like to visit historical things, go shopping, food? What's the thing?
I like to take a walk around the downtown, and I like to find a massage if I can, but do they have those here? I'm sure they do. I just like to get the local, the flavor, like the, restaurants and whatever's going on.
I keep hearing about the Poe Museum.
What is it?
The Edgar Allan Poe Museum.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd be into that.
Yeah, amazing.
That sounds cool.
Well, I wanted to kind of ask about like how you got into improv, and I know that you were a part of the Groundlings as well, which I love so much. So can you tell us a little bit about your history with the Groundlings?
Yes, I'm still at the Groundlings, and it's just my favorite thing to do. It's a sketch comedy theater in LA, Improv. And I going through high school, I was actually very nervous to do improv always. Whenever we would do it, I was like, I'm bad at this. I don't want to do this. But then when I started taking Groundlings classes, you just have to shake off that uncomfortability after a while, and it just starts getting fun. And so it's just... I mean, if you know about it and you have seen anything, it's just it's just playing. Like you get to go be a kid, you get to play in the gray area of things. Like you don't know what's gonna come and what's gonna be thrown at you, and then just getting to play with it. And I think it's just the best training for actors, and then also just the most fun thing to do for all humans.
And I know, okay, they say the rules of improv are yes and, right?
Yeah.
Is that something that you follow, or do you think rules are made to be broken?
Well, for sure broken. I mean, follow them in at first, and then learn how to break them. And yes and is I think it's such a good way to approach all life, and because you're kind of agreeing that this is going on, and then you're like, and what else? What else can this be? What else can we discover here? And but I do love to say no so much.
I love it. And the cool thing from what I've researched, because I love getting to see behind the scenes stuff of shows, and from what I read, and maybe you could tell us more about it, for She-Hulk, you got to do a lot of improv for your role. So can you tell us about being able to improv on set?
Yes. Okay, let me just crunch this real quick. Thank you.
Yum.
So the director, Kat Coiro, I had worked with a bunch before, and on a show called Florida Girls and a few other things.
ASMR.
And she knew that I improvised, and she let me in the audition. The auditioners, I didn't really know. The sides I was given were so cryptic. You don't know what I think Wong's name was Jacoby or something. And I was like, who the heck in Marvel is Jacoby? I was researching, this is nothing. So you're kind of piecing together what these signs, what the words are. And then Kat was like, now just take that and then just do your thing. Just go. And so in the audition, they all saw me just kind of go on these runs of whatever this, Ding Dong was talking about. And actually my cat jumped up into one of the takes, my cat like jumped into the scene with me, and I was like, oh my God, you have a cat? And I don't know. So then on set, they saw how well Wong and I were working together and how much fun we were having. And so she had that idea to do like the end credit scene where we're watching This Is Us and just like talking about the shows. And then, so she like took her daughter's Snuggie, that's like her 7-year-old daughter's Snuggie that I was wearing, and just I popped in there, and then we just like talked. She was like, tell them about brunch. And so we just started talking about brunch. So I just like told them what like brunch is, like you go and you like, you know, get French toast or like bacon or whatever. And then just started listing the drinks and all that. So she let us like just go. And I was like, is this good? But then, you know, they made it great.
That's so cool. So obviously, did you say that you knew it was for Marvel initially when you were auditioning?
I did know it was for Marvel. I knew it was for She-Hulk, and that was really exciting because I love, you know, everything that I've seen that Marvel, and I love that there was like this new take on this character and this world with this like strong, you know, literally a strong woman lead. And so yeah, I think it was my first time auditioning for anything Marvel, and I was pretty excited.
That is okay. So obviously here at a convention, we're surrounded by all different types of fandoms. So what were some of your fandoms growing up, and what are some of your fandoms now?
Ooh. I kind of had some weird, like Popples. Does anyone remember Popples? Popples. I loved the Care Bears. I loved Ninja Turtles so much. I thought they were hot. And and I just loved how they like, I don't know, they were funny. And gosh, what else? Well, Pee-wee's Playhouse was like my number one always, which is so interesting because he was a groundling.
Yeah.
And so it kind of like weirdly came full circle when I found out, you know, my dad like introduced me to Pee-wee, the show, and then I like got so into it. And then meeting him, Paul Rubens, and then performing at the Groundlings, like with Lynn Stewart and the people who were in the Pee-wee world. So yeah, it was just like those kind of things that like plant little seeds and then come back around are so exciting, I think.
Who's your favorite turtle?
It is Donatello.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah.
We love Donatello.
Right? I mean, party dude.
Yeah. Cowabunga.
Cowabunga, yeah.
So how does like working in, let's say, like a scripted show versus a show where you're able to do more improv, like, differ? And do you ever like try to sneak in some improv in shows when stuff is pretty much scripted?
Yeah, I always like it when you kind of get it scripted the first time or two, and then they kind of are like, all right, you can do your thing. I always really, really love that because you can discover so much in the moment, and those things are like the little magic things that that end up being people's favorite because it just feels so real and natural and authentic to the characters and to the world because you're in it, and then it just like comes. So but I do really respect writing, and I think good writing makes good projects. Like the writing on She-Hulk was so incredible. I know the writer, Melissa Hunter, and it was brilliant. And then it just becomes like such a beautiful co-creation when the writing is good, and then you get somebody who can do good work with it, and then it kind of speaks for itself in that way. And I think improvising can be more than just what you're saying. It's so much of behavior too. So like finding things in characters that are just like how they like sit or how they like listen to other people, you know, that kind of thing that's all feels like fun improv too.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure if this is something that happens at Groundlings, but maybe in life as well. But I guess like my level of improv kind of ended in high school theater, right? But now my TikTok is like inundated by like improv games.
Oh. Oh.
Are there any like improv games that you guys play with Groundlings, or do you remember any maybe from?
Oh, there are
growing up?
so many. We could do a whole day. There are so many. It's endless. One of them that my cousins like to play, my little cousins, is like expert talker. So you would just get, we would get a name for you, and then we would get like what you're an expert in, and then you just have people ask you questions, kind of like this setting.
That's so hard.
It's so fun though, because you can't get it wrong. Like nothing's wrong. All the information you say is like you're the expert, so you just have to own it, and it's really fun.
Oh my gosh, that sounds terrifying.
It's fun.
Oh goodness. So you mentioned Pee-wee. Wanted to know, who are some of your other comedic influences?
Always, all the ladies on SNL, like Molly Shannon, Anna Gasteyer, Sherry O'Terry. Weirdly, like, I was a little kid and loved watching like Marilyn Monroe movies. So it was probably like inappropriate because I was watching like The 7-Year Itch when I was really young, and I didn't understand what any of it meant. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but it's like about this young, like, Marilyn Monroe comes in and like steals someone's husband. And I was like, ooh, this is good. And I didn't know. But let's see, who else? I always loved David Lynch movies, just the weird psychological thrillers. And then, I know there are a lot more, but yeah.
I know, being put on the spot, I totally get it.
Yeah.
I think something that's really cool was you were on After Midnight,
Yes.
and with another fellow guest that's actually here this
Oh,
weekend.
Utkarsh.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
what was your experience like on After Midnight, which is just such a fun show?
It is a very fun show. Utkarsh and I have known each other for a long time, and so it felt really comfortable. And Betsy, who I was also on with, Betsy Sodaro, it was just like playing. Like, it was super fun. You think on your feet kind of thing. But then there was some writing. There was a lot of writing. I loved being on it because you could write your answers before and with a writer. But then but then you can say whatever you want. So yeah, it was a blast.
So if it's okay with you, and if it's okay with y'all, like I mentioned before, we do have a microphone right up front. So any willing victims, any questions, anything whatsoever, recommendations for Richmond?
Any suggestions for our expert talker? I'm just kidding. I need to know about your hair. Yeah.
Hey, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Eric.
Hi.
It's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You're so much tinier than I thought you would be.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You
I don't
thought
know.
I was Hulk size?
Madisynn seems bigger than life. I didn't know that you were part of the Groundlings, and
Yeah.
you mentioned Paul Rubens.
Yes.
I'm a big Elvira fan, and they were in the Groundlings 40 years ago together.
Yes.
And I know they workshopped those characters. I wonder, in your
Yes.
time, have you workshopped a particular character that you've played a few times and you really like?
That's a really cool question.
That might get you a show or a movie.
Yes, that's a great question. There's actually a character, I'm doing the show right now. Well, not right now, I'm here. But there's a character I'm doing. Her name's Agnes, and she's like a 12-year-old. But she really wants to be like a bon vivant. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like someone who likes the finer things in life and goes to all the parties. She just like has this fantasy world. So I'm kind of like bringing her to life a little bit, where she's just kind of like this like devious kind of 12-year-old who like wants to do all this adult stuff. So she's fun. And then I play like an older woman named Chi-Chi. She kind of talks like Chi-Chi, and she...
I love it.
I don't know. It's just such a fun world to get little sparks of ideas and then see where they go.
I think I'd also be too scared to do it.
Thank you.
Hello, what's your
Hi,
name?
I'm Damien.
Hi.
Hi. With Madisynn being an MCU-created character, how much input did you actually have into shaping what she was, and were you the one who came up with the Y and an N, but not where you think?
That's a great question. Okay, that's a really good question because it was a new character to the world, and so there is a bit of freedom with that, which is nice. But then you want to do the world justice and not like be something completely off of what is there. So that's where the writing came in, because the writing was so fantastic. Melissa Hunter came up with, well, there's a writer's room, but the Madisynn is with 2 N's, 1 Y, but it's not where you think. That was in the script. And I think there were even like maybe a few I's in that think. So it was like, okay, I know who this person is based on just that line alone. Because somebody who puts like extra letters in their words, you know, they like want you to know that they're there. So it was there on the page, but then what I got to bring to it was that the behavior of this person. Like, she could have just been kind of cut and dry, this like cookie cutter ding dong, but you know, I was probably a version of her in college or still am, but like, who just kind of is like, where's the next thing? Like, what are we doing? Like, this is fun. Ooh, what are we doing now? This is fun. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, this is fun. So like, that was my chance to kind of bring more like point of view and like backstory to this person.
Thank you.
Great question.
Thank you.
What do you think she would think of Comic-Cons?
Oh, she could be having a ball. I think she'd have a road soda, and she'd cruise to all the booths, and she would just be looking at everything and doing all the things and trying on all the hats.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What was it like for you personally to receive a call that you're now part of the Marvel Universe?
Yeah, it was, I don't even think I knew how to process that or what that actually meant when I first got the call, because it felt comfortable because I was working with the director I knew. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go to work. But then when I got there, it felt really different and really big, because you don't halfway do anything there. You, like, every scene was a whole day of shooting. So, and that's really rare for, not every scene we did, but like the courtroom was at least a full day. And for television, that's really, really rare. For movies, that's rare to do. It's a little more common in movies, but to be able to spend so much time on a scene, and then we did it so many different ways, because there were like, you know, platforms for Tatiana to walk on. There were, you know, I was acting with like this silver ball because it was like gonna be her head, you know, like we just did it in so many different ways that you end up feeling like the magnitude of the production, literally. And then like doing stunts and being like dropped down and that kind of stuff, that felt so like cool and different.
Were you able to, like, when you watched it for the first time, were you able to kind of like visualize and you're like, oh, this is exactly what I was expecting to see, or was it different?
I think it felt really good when we were doing it, and I was like, oh yeah, well, I loved how they edited, like everything they used. I thought they did a great job. Yeah.
I wanted to ask about your writing as well. And do you have like a process when it comes to writing?
Oh, it's the hardest thing in the world. Just to, like, do it. Like, just, it's so easy to want to have this be right. No, I gotta fill up my coffee. Okay, no, I gotta get another cracker. Like, it's so hard to just sit there and be with the page. So I think I have to really psych myself up and then get in there and just start. That's it. And then I love co-writing with people and talking with people. I think I like doing things with people.
It's nice to have someone to like bounce things off of as well.
Yeah,
And
there's like a synergy of, it gets more exciting. Yeah.
I also wanted to ask about your experience on iCarly.
Yes.
What can you tell us? Tell us everything.
Oh, that was so fun. That was fun because you're also going into like a universe that already exists, and has such a fan base and has such fun characters. And Jerry's here.
Yeah, that is.
I love him. So it was just a blast. It was really fun to get to work with all of those people, and that was a multicam, so that was a different experience too. Multicam is like when there's an audience there, and so there wasn't an actual audience because it was COVID, but there were people in the studio laughing, like in the corners.
Wow. Yeah, I think back to those times with COVID and the protocols that y'all had to go through in order to like actually be on set.
Yeah.
That's so wild. It feels like an eternity ago almost.
I know
right?
it does. I know it's hard to imagine. During She-Hulk, it was before people were vaccinated. I mean, it was right when people were getting vaccinated. So it was a weird time. What did we go through? Are we okay? Anybody? Is anybody okay out there?
I think
You're okay? Yes, I love that.
We're
Okay,
getting
good.
thumbs up. So I
And we're all doing great. Okay, we're all here. We're great.
okay, so if you could assemble your own, let's say, comedy Avengers, so like comedians, who would you want to be part of your comedian Avenger team?
That's good. I really love Catherine Hahn. I think she's really funny. I love, I just started watching the Seth Rogen show. I really like him. And, that's a great question. So, I mean, my friends, like Edie Patterson is a good friend, and Emily Pendergast, who's a good friend. These are people you may not know yet, but I just feel lucky to get to work with really, really some of the funniest people. Who else? Who do we love? I mean, of course, Paul Rudd. And I've worked with Will Ferrell, but God, I love to work with him every day. He's fantastic and really funny. And Kristen Wiig.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Catherine Hahn. So are you watching the other Marvel shows? Have you watched them? And then what are you currently binge watching?
Yes. Okay. I have not watched every Marvel show. Which one should I watch first? Anybody?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have seen WandaVision, and I loved it. WandaVision was incredible. Oh, I thought it was so good.
So good. Yeah.
So creative. I love how they go in and out of the timelines and the world, like the decades, and oh God, it was beautifully done. But the other, let's see, I have not watched a lot of the other ones. But I did start watching Agatha, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. But I have to finish that. And I'm currently watching The Studio. I just started that. And then A White Lotus.
Oh
I love it. I just love characters. And they're so... Mike White is a genius. I really want to work with him. Just brilliant. You can tell he knows how to... Well, he does. Of course he knows how to write. But the character, you fall in love with the characters, right? And then you just want to see what messes they're gonna make.
So it's so good. The only thing that I don't like is knowing that my 80-year-old parents are also watching it.
Oh.
It's I don't want to have those conversations after. But at this convention, when Jason Isaacs is here, I'm sure he's getting a gazillion questions about this season. So
Oh, he is? Wait, Jason Isaacs.
he plays the dad, Tim.
He's
from
here? Mm-hmm. I gotta go.
Right? But the show that I recommend to everybody now, and maybe y'all have seen it too, is The Traitors. Are you into that
Oh,
type
yeah,
of
that's
television?
fun.
Yeah, Alan Cumming, and he's gonna be back in the Marvel Universe's Nightcrawler too.
Oh,
So
that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
see,
Yeah, it's fantastic.
so good.
Uh-huh.
Cool. We have time for some more questions, guys. We got a couple more minutes. So any other questions? Anything whatsoever? Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, what else should I watch? What are you guys watching? Oh, okay, I started that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's great. Okay, I don't. What was that?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
And then the new Daredevil too, right? But that's
Yes,
that one's
that's Disney
Disney.
Plus. Okay, Jesse. Okay, good. We're learning.
So obviously like you come to conventions as a guest, but let's say in the rare opportunity that you come as a fan,
Yes.
what would you cosplay as?
Ooh, probably Elvira. Honestly, I love her so much. And I have a show coming out this summer called Twisted Metal, and they do you guys know the Twisted Metal world, the video game, and the first season with Anthony Mackie? Yeah. So we had just a blast, and I play a real, I don't want to say a bad word, but she a real bitch. She's just like, whatever. But it was really fun, and I got to have really, really dark hair. So I felt very Elvira. But I would love to come in her full getup with all of it.
She has the best puns, and I'm always like, how does she keep coming up with them?
Groundling. I don't know. Smart. Yeah. Yeah, she's great.
So, did you ever play video games? Was that ever something that you were into?
I did Sonic the Hedgehog. I was really into that.
Yeah.
But I played Twisted Metal maybe one time. And then there was like an Aladdin game.
Like the handheld one or like the...
No, the one, he had to get all those apples. I don't know. It was so much fun. I can't remember the details of it, but it was so much fun. And Crash Bandicoot.
We love Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
So much. Okay, so what would be your ultimate, and for you as a guest as well, your ultimate convention snack or survival tip?
Bring your own snacks. And I'm not surviving. I forgot.
Are we allowed to do that here? Can we bring our own snacks? Are we allowed to bring our own snacks?
I mean, maybe not to conventions, but just survival and life in general. Especially when you travel, like BYO snacks, because you never know where you're going to get caught or if you just need like a banana. BYO bananas. That's my travel tip.
Fair enough. Again, we have time for a couple more questions. If you guys have any questions, now is your chance. We have to have something, anything.
I mean, we don't have to.
No.
We don't have to do anything.
Hello. What's your name?
Hi, Patty.
Hi.
My name's Tony. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you allowed to answer this question? Do you know if there's going to be a season 2 of She-Hulk?
You know, I don't think they've announced anything officially, and I actually don't know.
Okay.
Is that a great answer? I don't know. I don't have any insider info to. Well, I do, but I don't know.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't think we're doing another season, but I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Thanks, Patty.
Never say never?
that's what I think.
Yeah.
But they haven't announced anything.
I'm
Yeah.
going to follow on from that and
Yeah.
say, so if they did come back,
Yeah.
what adventures would you like Madisynn and Wong to have in a season 2?
So I would want. I mean, maybe what I really just want is to go on adventures with Wong. Like, I want him to let me use that sling ring a little bit and us just go to, portals. Like, I just want to pop out in different places and binge all the shows.
Okay. Yeah, what would they be watching?
What would they be? They'd watch Severance. And I think Madisynn would not understand. I think they would love, oh gosh, they'd probably love White Lotus and probably Traders as well. Yeah, but I think Madisynn would want to just get more like involved, maybe get a paralegal job for a little bit just to like kind of learn the ropes. But I think she thinks every case is closed, like immediately. But yeah, I think she would want to just weasel her way in there.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So if
and
you
throw
could,
some parties.
yeah. So if you could portal anywhere besides here, Richmond, where would you want to go right now? You can go anywhere in the world.
To Prague.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful there. It feels magical. And then I would like to go to Japan.
Have you been before?
No. Has anyone been to Japan? You?
We got one.
Should we go? Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Highly recommend? I want to be there now. Right?
Aw.
Yeah. I wish we could go.
We could portal.
I wish we could portal right now.
So I wanted to ask about something I read, which I thought was so interesting. But did you or you lived in the apartment of Chris Hemsworth? Is that a
yes,
thing?
I still do.
You still do?
So he lived there before me. He doesn't live there now. But he and Liam both lived in the same unit that I live in. It's like, I mean, it's just in Hollywood or West Hollywood, and it's nice. It does feel kind of like, I feel like there's Marvel energy there. There's something like about it. But the landlord or manager of the building told me that Chris would forget his keys a lot, like laundry keys. And so when he would be going down to do his laundry, he would be like stuck in the hallway with just like no shirt on with his laundry, like, do you have a key? And she'd be like, no, I think she gave him a key. But like he would just kind of be like running around without a shirt on a lot. Like, okay.
Did you start like living there before your Marvel connection? Because I mean,
Yes.
that's so
Yeah.
serendipitous,
I
isn't
know.
it?
I know. I would get his mail, like Christmas cards and things that still come to the house.
Anything good? Or that's, I guess, illegal to like
I
open it,
didn't
right?
open it, but I'm so tempted. I'd rather just give it to him and have him
That's the
open it.
nice thing to do,
Yeah.
I suppose. Cool. So before we wrap it up and take a big, do you have a question?
Yes, this is actually from our videographer.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
cool.
He wants to know, where was your chair in the Doomsday announcement?
Oh, I know. Well, it wasn't. It was at my house.
We also had this conversation. We think you should become the next Sorcerer Supreme.
I would like that too. Thank you. I would love that. I know Wong and I do talk about, he wants me to come back as like, he wants me to have some dark side powers too.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Some magical something.
Well, awesome. So
Any questions for
I
my
mean,
friend Tina? I just named her
oh,
Tina.
we love Tina. I hear flamingos are that color because of the food they eat.
The
Shrimp.
shrimp.
But that's the only fun flamingo fact that I know. Are there any other ones? Fabulous. We're learning a lot here today. Before we do wrap it up, is there anything that you are legally allowed to tell us about stuff in the future? Things coming out? Things you got going on?
Just Twisted Metal will be really fun. I don't know if anyone's seen the first season, but it's such a fun world. It's wild. I mean, a lot of cars, a lot of action, and really different from anything I've ever done. So that will come out this summer on Peacock. And then movies, a few movies, but I don't know what cities they'll be in yet. Yeah.
We will keep our eyes peeled.
Yeah.
And if it's okay with you, we're going to take a big group picture with everybody.
Let's do
So
it.
if you guys want to come up towards the stage, just not on the stage, so we can take a big group selfie.